So I lied, guys. We're actually headed outside to work on the Range Rover real quick. Henry's gonna help me out. The tire on the Range Rover has been flat. You guys know that. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to have to replace all four because it's all-wheel drive. So the idea is to pump it up, see if it lasts for a long time, for like 2 hours, come back out, check it out, and then hopefully get it patched. I want to get the tire patched for like a temporary fix. If that doesn't hold up, then we'll go to extreme and replace all four. I mean, technically you can replace one, but they say you got to replace four. You guys have seen my handy dandy pump before. This thing has saved us many times. Let's plug this into the car. I'm gonna plug this in, start up the car, run over Henry's foot, plug this thing in. Henry's gonna stand outside while the tire is pumping. It calls for 36 PSI. I gotta grab my little gauge from my Subaru. I can't find my gauge. I don't know where it is. That's weird. Well, that sucks balls. I can't find my gauge. So we'll use a gauge on the pump. They're not completely accurate, but they kind of work just for us to see if it gets some air in there. I do have another option, just to call for service, but I figure I might give it a try and see what I can do with it. If I can't, then I'll give them a call. But as of right now, let's give it a try. Check my mail. I have a story. I was gonna tell you really briefly. You guys are talking about, you guys wanted to hear my story when we bought the Range Rover. I told you guys I had a crazy bad experience with it. Pretty much what happened was, when we walked into the Range Rover, the Land Rover dealership, me and Iris, we looked like two young kids. And I was dressed purposely in like jeans and a t-shirt, nothing special, and that's pretty much my daily attire. When we got in, no one really wanted to talk to us. And the horrible part was, Iris already made an appointment telling them that we wanted to buy a car that day. Once we got there, the salesman didn't really care who we were, why we were there. He didn't even want to talk about the car. And unfortunately, me and Iris really wanted the car because we like this car a lot. We've test driven it before at different dealers. And in the end, we were like pretty much set to buy the car. To sum up this story, and I can go into detail another day, he just didn't like who we were. He kind of thought we were just kids coming in just to test drive random cars and didn't expect us to buy the car. And it got so bad I had to request for the manager, and the manager had to settle the deal for us. There's a lot of details that I didn't mention. Just think of like the most terrible racist, socially prejudiced story you can think of, and that's pretty much what he did. I guess to put it this way, guys, if I had a choice to buy a different car right now, I would have probably never get this car based on its service. It was the weirdest service I've ever gotten. Here's one of the really worst parts. Recently we sent the car into service, but they had to come pick it up. I had to give them a hard time for them to come pick up the Range Rover. And the weirdest part with this one is I had to demand them to come pick up the Range Rover. And with Mercedes-Benz, they will not make you demand it. They will just come do it. So I questioned them, why did I have to give them a hard time for them to come pick up the car? I found out it's because they're used to clients who demand things. And when I initially called them, I didn't demand anything. I was just politely asking, can you guys come pick up the car and take it for service? Their clientele is usually 1%ers, and they're used to people who demand things. I'm not the one to do that. So when they heard me not demand anything, they were like, whatever, this guy's a nobody. So even with service, it was bad. I don't know. I'm just not very happy with the service. I like the car, but not happy with the service. Maybe I'll go into detail about this another day. But in the meantime, I gotta make sure I fix this tire first. I guess that should be good for now. The brake rotors are a little rusty because it's been a few days and it's been raining. Well, hopefully that holds, right, Henry?
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully that holds. We'll give it like 2 hours, come back outside, check the tire pressure. This ball has been in the pool for like a month, 2 months. It's filled with water. Can you pick it up, Turbo? Can you do it? I guess he did. And Subi, you're crazy. If you guys have been following me for a while, you guys have seen I've been doing these limited edition gold hats for Primal. And what I do is I take each hat and I put it around the backyard and I take a picture of each one. And this year we're gonna actually do something different where each picture, each hat, a limited hat, will come with a canvas photo of that same hat. And I have a really cool one I want to show you guys. If you guys can see this photo, this one is of Turbo. This is gonna be hat 1 of 1. So it's actually been on Turbo, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that's the idea for the Primal limited edition hats, which are these. So by the time you guys see this video, these might be already sold out because these went very fast last year. I had 12 of them also, and they all sold out pretty quick. But I do have them in white also, so check out the website, primaldriven.com. Guess what time it is, guys? It is Q&A time. All right, let's start off with some questions from my Instagram. Thank you for commenting. We've got like 150 plus on one picture and a crap load on the other. First question from Logan R.D. What car will you get next? And what's your dream car? If you guys been watching my live streams, you guys know I talk about the GTR a lot. And I think the GTR would be a dream car. Like I would know I would have enough money and be comfortable enough to own a GTR. And that point's really important because I can buy a GTR, but can I afford it? And that's what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to have a GTR and not worry about its maintenance cycle, its terrible gas mileage, its $2,000 brake job. So I think my dream car would be a GTR, but it has to be a point in my life where I can say I can own one and not worry about it. Because trust me, I know guys who have GTRs that like stress out about their maintenance cycle and stress out about their like brakes, because they have a car, they pay it monthly, but when it comes to other necessities, they can't do it. What I'm saying is, for you guys, own a car that you can afford all the time, not just the monthly payments, because when shit goes wrong, it gets real expensive. XB Nicole asks, what car would you use for a project car? Good question. I've been talking about a project car for a long time, but I can't justify the cost of buying a car and modding it. And I've been talking about doing a go-kart build for a while. It's a lot less. I think it'll be fun drifting the crap out of it. But if we had to talk about a project car, I always talk about an RX-7. I'd love to get an RX-7 because that's one of my dream like build cars. If I can take that, keep the rotary maybe, or swap a V8. I know a lot of you guys are like never swap rotaries out to V8. But I like to mix both worlds. I love the body, I love the V8s, I love rotaries too. So maybe I'd run the car with a rotary, mod the crap out of that, get bored of that, and swap in V8 inside. So to answer the question, if I can have a project car, I would say, if I could, do an RX-7, which they're terribly expensive for the core, for the body, and mod the crap out of the engine, make it like a fun car. Ben_Peter, what's your favorite part about your YouTube channel? I love reading the comments. I like seeing you guys share the videos. I like seeing like, it's hard to explain. I like seeing like you guys being interactive when you guys are answering questions for each other, asking questions, and then I like seeing how you guys are liking the video and sharing it, because it shows me that the 5 stupid hours that I spent editing it, which I think is ridiculous, that you guys are actually appreciating the work that I'm doing. So I think the funnest part would be reading the comments, reading the reactions, seeing the reactions through like likes and shares. I think that makes me feel a lot better knowing that I'm putting in work for a specific reason. And then having the ability to like create something and then have you guys watch it, I think that's just freaking awesome. Like I could literally take this can of pineapple and create something out of it. And a normal average Joe would create something beautiful, like a lantern, but most of the world will never see his work. So I'm fortunate enough to have you guys sitting there watching me, and I can create this lantern out of this pineapple can, and then you guys would watch it. So I think that's one of my favorite parts too, is the ability to share things I love and do to the world, which is you guys. So I know I'm gonna get all sappy, but I really appreciate you guys. Like I can't tell you guys enough. If you guys hear me talk to my friends about it, I tell them it trips me out that I have this channel and you guys are watching it. So thank you. Can I give you guys a hug? Oh, hug me. Is this getting weird? You know how when you hug people and it's too long and it gets really awkward and all of a sudden their hand starts groping your back? This is what I'm doing right now to you. Did it just get weird? All right, let's move on to the next question. Hey, I think it's L, period, Caproth, I think that's how you say it. Are you gonna put your car on bags? Please don't, he says. If you guys been watching my live stream and some of my videos, I've hinted towards like wanting to bag my car. So what do you guys think? Should I or should I not? Leave in the comments, I wanna hear this one. If you guys think I should or shouldn't bag my car. The reason why I want to bag my car is because I've been static for a while and it's fairly low, like daily drive low, so it's not like slammed. So I think it'd be kind of fun to have the opportunity to have bags and go slammed, go up high when I'm going through bumps, because a lot of the places where I live, there's a lot of dips, a lot of channels, because it tends to flood out here. So it's kind of important if I can go high. So why not? I mean, let's think about this. Why do guys get so upset when they see bagged cars versus static cars? It's really irrational. Some guys, I think it's an ego thing where, oh, I'm static for life because I'm badass. And they think bags are for groceries, so the guys who can't go low want to put bags on. Personally, I think it's kind of childish that there's even debate on there. They're both freaking low. A lot of the guys that I know are bagged cars, they go low almost all the time. They go high when they have a speed bump so they can save their bumper and lips. Unlike me, where my lip ripped off. I think it'd be kind of a fun change. I already went static, why not go bagged, right? But I don't know what company to go with, so I really want to go bagged. We gotta figure out how and how much, because a lot of my money's into Primal driven, so it's gonna be kind of hard. And it's like the holidays, so it's hard. You guys liked Q&A last time, and hopefully you guys like this one too. Load me up with more questions. Go on the most recent photo of my Instagram, Smurfinwrx. Load me up with questions. I love answering these. I think these are really fun. Kind of gives you like an insight on my brain, how things work. So they don't have to be only car stuff. They can be like life stuff, education, a relationship. I got a wealth of knowledge with a bunch of life experience from my short 28 years on Earth. But in the meantime, fist bump for you guys. And hey, you guys like the gym vlogs, which I'm happy you guys like it, because it's a big part of my life right now. I block out like 4 hours a day just for the gym. That's like astronomical amount of time. So I can vlog maybe once a week or once every other week at the gym, just so I don't saturate you guys with crazy videos, because I've been posting videos like almost every day for you guys. Hopefully you guys don't mind. But I like you guys, and I would give you guys another hug, but the last hug was like really long and weird. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Ready for the punch in the face? Later.
Let's help you out. Easy money.
So the idea here is we're doing a